This is Lawrence Goff at Newark Cemetery on London Road, Newark-On-Trent. Let's have a little travel in our Newark Cemetery, which was opened in 1856. This is the main gate on London Road. So we're going over here. All we got down here is the war. We've got the war memorial from the First and Second World War, and we've actually got people from Ramsden and Mars who are actually buried here. Two people on Ramsden and Mars are listed on this war memorial. This is unveiled in 2007. So John Henry Green and Ernest Beale from Ramsden and Mars, who were killed, they're actually on the war memorial. We've also got somebody from Afghanistan in 2007 who was killed there. So, and also from other wars in West Africa, Malaysia. So Lawrence Goff is going for a little travel around the cemetery to see. It is a Saturday afternoon. I just want to make sure people know we're going down the cemetery to see that we're coming up to the old lodge on the left. On the left hand side, on both sides, we've got graves, ashes from people who have been cremated. Going down the main drive, straight ahead is the old chapel on both sides and the main arch, which was built in 1856. The crocuses look lovely, as you can see. People come from all over the world to come to Newark Cemetery because we've got the Polish war graves and the Commonwealth war graves in the cemetery, and we want to make sure people don't forget the people who gave their lives for the two world wars. And we've got 30 people from Ramsden and Mars who are actually buried in Newark Cemetery. Crocuses, look, flowers around, daffodils around. Going down the main drive at Newark Cemetery. As you can see, it's a very quiet afternoon. Sometimes this place is packed with people putting flowers on their loved ones' graves. The far end of the cemetery is Thorsby. That's more popular with the people who have died recently. This is the old part of the cemetery. We're coming up to a war memorial here in the centre of the drive. And on the left here, we've got the Catholic side of the graves. The majority of people here are buried from the Catholic Church area. Callan Farmer, Mother Mary from Holy Trinity. We've got I'm just stopping here to say hello to a few people who I used to know over the years. We've got graves here going back to Ramsden and Mars 70 years ago when they dropped the bombs on the factory in Newark. We've got Robert Barnsdale Grant, age 47, and next to him is Frederick Mann, who doesn't have a tombstone. And that was Chris Grant's father, who was killed in the bombing of the factory on the 7th of March 1941. We've got John Tibb Pratt over here. We've got a nice little memorial. I've got a lot of shade today, a lot of different daffodils coming out at the moment, all different colours and shades, and the crocuses looking lovely. We've got another one coming up here from Ramsden Mars, which has been recently cleaned up. We've got one called Warner. Just letting people know that these people were forgotten and now they're going to have been remembered. And I have a tribute on the other pages of on Facebook and a website called newarkcemeteryuk.wordpress.com. William Warner, who was killed in Ramsden Mars. Also Ernest Beale, who was in the Sherwood Foresters. His grave is over here. He's all by himself over here. Age 27. Ernest Beale. We've got John Henry Green, who was a home guard, who was a roof spotter, who was killed when he got shot at by the enemy fire on the 7th of March, a Friday afternoon. And his grave is over here. The home guard here, age 55, John Henry Green. We've got a lot of Blatherwicks buried in the cemetery. There's a number of graves from the First World War, Second World War, all over the place. Coming up to the Polish War graves now. We've got a war memorial here. From the Air Bridge Memorial. From the Air Bridge tribute to 250 airmen of the British and the Commonwealth from Poland who sacrificed their young lives in desperate attempt to fly from distant RAF bases in Italy with essential supplies for the front line city of Warsaw during the 1944 uprising. We will remember them. The last Sunday in September we have a memorial here, and people come from all over the country and the world to pay tribute to the ones who died. Here we go, we've got 6 from Ramsden Mars here. Arthur Worrell, Winifred Andrew, Thomas Hardy, Gladys Cummings, Edward Martin, George Adams. These all died in the Ramsden Mars bombing. There's 30 buried in the cemetery, but there's 6 in a row just right here. We've got the Polish war graves now where we're coming up to. We've got all the daffodils coming out, all lovely. Jan Sikorsky was buried in Newark, July 1943, and he was buried here for 50 years, and he was taken back to Poland in 1993, and he unveiled this cross in 1941. And we've got 3 presidents who are actually buried here as well. We've got 17 Canadians buried here from the Air Force, 6 Australian and 3 from New Zealand. We've got one from New Zealand right here. We've got a Royal Canadian there. Another one from New Zealand. So we have some more Canadian ones here, buried here. Wireless operator, the Royal Canadian Air Force. Another one here. Galway from Canada, Ghana. Flight engineer. Warner, T.H. Warner, pilot, who was killed in 1943 on the 18th of February. We've also got one here in another New Zealand Air Force, the Royal Canadian Air Force. So this is Lawrence Goff. Until we meet again, thank you.